What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. It's your boy, Mr. Wolf. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It's Sunday, May 9th. And most importantly, before we begin things, I hope you all took a little bit of time today and wished all of your mothers happy birthday. Or not happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. Not happy birthday. What am I thinking? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If you have not wished your mother a happy birthday, or keep saying it, happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. Take time, send mom a message, let her know that you care, you're thinking about her, and come back to the video. With that being said, all the birthday, Mother's Day aside, birthday keeps popping into my mind because we just wished Irish Wolf a happy birthday recently. So let's get prepared for Money Monday. Friday, I opened it all up for you guys. We traded live for 3 hours Friday. We were able to cash out on IHT, making $35,000. Insane way to close out the week, and I was glad to have you guys all there with me while I made that trade on IHT. I haven't made 35,000 like that. That was insane. So, and look what ended up happening to this stock. Just completely fell apart after that move from 4 all the way up to 6, crumbling all the way back down to 3. This is what I try to preach to people out there. We trade piece of crap garbage stocks. So holding on to these bad boys for a couple days or swing trading them is just, you're just asking to blow up your account. I look at these stocks as day trading vehicles. I'm not interested to know what the company's about. I don't care what they do. For all I care, they could make and develop bombs for all I care. I just want to trade it today and move on because something else is going to pop up around the corner. Am I right? But don't get me wrong, there's plenty of opportunities out there. So, all right, IHT, even though this fell apart and fell down to $3, I'm still going to keep this on radar for any short squeezes that could potentially happen. After this thing failed up there at 6, and then it fell through the 5s and then the 4s now, I know shorts all piled in on this bad boy. It's got a float of 3.2 million. I'm just going to wait for them all to cover. And we know what happens when stocks have good short cover squeezes. I mean, they can be really, really nice opportunities, but you have to be there for when it happens. You can't chase after those short squeezes because a lot of times, what do? They squeeze it, rip it up, they'll skip it up, and then they'll slowly fade it all the way back down to where it spiked from. So IHT, best thing to do, set alerts on it. $3.50, $4, $4.50, and move along. So I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys got some studying under your belt. Looked back and reflect on the last trading week. There was a lot of really good opportunities last week. Sure, we started off really slow, but as the week progressed, things really started heating up. Earnings season. We're in earnings season. So every day more companies started coming out with earnings. But then we started to see a lot of low float stocks pop up and explode. Stocks like IHT, LEDS, running from 5 up to 13. RHE, having a few good rips this past week, running from 5 all the way up to almost $30. We've been keeping track of BTX. This thing's been slowly fading off, but there's been good bounce opportunities on this every single day. What else did we have this week? OCGN had a nice little reversal here on Friday from $7.75 all the way up to $10. This thing could be on the verge of rebounding really nicely. It pulled back recently for 3-4 days straight from the highs up here at 16 and just faded down $8 down to 8. So we could see a nice bounce opportunity on this specific stock here. Now, is it a day trading opportunity or is it a swing trade opportunity? That's one thing you have to ask yourself with every trade. Now, what do I mean by this? You always want to try to look at multiple different time frames. And when you see setups, you have to determine, okay, is this a day trading opportunity or is this a swing trade opportunity? With keeping the big picture in mind. One of the examples I can give for that is MVIS. MVIS, this bad boy has been in play for a month straight. We had this on watch. When was this? Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Thursday, Tuesday. We had it on watch. And we said that this is more of a swing trade opportunity here. We seen that it was settling and it was wanting to reverse at that $13 level. And we said if it can hold up at that 13 and start to build off of that 13, watch for shorts to start covering and people starting to accumulate. And it held up at that $13. And look what happened with it. It held up at 13 the first 3 hours of the day. Just accumulation all right here on the 1 minute time frame. Even on the, you can go to the 3 minute. I personally like looking at the 3 minute. It's just preference. You can look at the 5 minute if you'd like. But even here on the 3 minute, you could just see the accumulation at 13. And from 13, this got a great explosion all the way up to $16.50, almost $17. On this name alone, I made $10,000 just by keeping the big picture in mind. I seen what they were doing on it all day. So this was May 4th is when this happened. May 4th was on a Tuesday. So let's go to the Tuesday chat. Look for MVIS here on the 4th. Let's jump to that. Right here. May 4th, Mr. Wolf, that's me. Here's my trade on it right here. Picked up 9,000 shares of it, made $10,500. Nice big rip right here. And I alerted this in the chat for the members. They all knew I was watching MVIS on this day. And this is where it pays to be a member here. We're all working together as a team. We're all having multiple eyes in the markets, calling out stocks. What setups do we see? And then also throughout the day, I'm always sharing charts, breaking them down. So you're also getting my experience as well. Throughout the week, we took a couple pictures of charts and we shared it in the chat. EEIQ, a nice squeeze here from 550 to 750. LEDS, nice little wedge breakout there from 5 up to 850 almost. The opportunities on these stocks is just insane. My trade here on IHT making 33,000. Just really good opportunities. RHE Buyers propping up stock, low float 1.5 million. By paying attention to the details, look at that long wick right there. From 550 down to $5. That long wick right here is telling me there's a buyer down here. There's a whale. There's a whale propping this stock up above 550. That's a bullish sign right there. And look what happened. Stock ran from 550 up to almost $7. So by paying attention to details like that, understanding candlesticks, this is why in the masterclass, the first 2 videos in the masterclass series that I have, which you all should be a part of and watching, because I'm showing you guys everything that I know and how I learned this game, how I learned to be consistently profitable as a day trader and do this full time. You have to want this. So how badly do you want this? Paying attention to the details. A lot of people overlook candlesticks. They don't understand the full meanings of candlesticks. They don't know candlestick formations, candlestick patterns. So by paying attention to one little detail like that, could have led to a nice $2-3 payday on RHE. That's type of stuff like that. That's where you get your confidence from, because you're listening to the chart. We got Robert here making $1,200. Robert's our marijuana guy in chat. So when it comes to anything related to marijuana stocks, Robert's going to be the guy that's always calling that stuff out. And every single morning, sure enough, Robert's in here calling out all the hot pot stocks that are popping off that morning. And then Friday, we were all watching TLRY. TLRY had a nice move from $15 up to $17. A nice $2 move to the upside. Sure enough, Robert was in chat with us, already talking about it and already knew what was up. So when you also see other members that are showing up every single day, you get used to what type of stocks they like to look at and trade. And then when you start to see as well, a lot of their call outs or a lot of the stocks that they call out are pretty bangers. They're really good call outs. You're going to start paying attention to what that person has to say. And it just, then when you see another, if you see other good traders out there that you follow, they're mentioning and talking about stocks that you're looking at, you're on the right track. So every Sunday, you guys know the routine. We come in here, we blow through all kinds of charts, and we start to develop and prepare a watch list for the upcoming week. This watch list is our back burner of plays for the upcoming week. Stocks that gap up on the gap scanners Monday morning, those stocks are on a watch list of their own. And then usually at around 10 o'clock, 10:30, we always start to see the stocks that were gapping up either take off for the day or they'll slowly fade out. So with this back burner watch list, it's in its name itself. We're creating this watch list for back burner plays. Let's say Monday comes and there's nothing on the gap scanners that we'd like. Well, now we have a back burner watch list of 10 to 20 different stocks that we set up on Sunday and prepared that we can fall back on for potential opportunities to pull money out of the market. This is where you separate yourself from the rest. Everybody that's not doing this right now, They're sitting on the couch watching Netflix, sleeping all day, out partying. We're going to be the ones taking their money. So what happens when you come prepared every day? You have that edge over 90% who lose money consistently. Same thing just like with rolling out of bed every day. Do you roll out of bed and immediately run to your computers to trade? Or do you get up a few hours early? You have a set routine. You take a shower, you eat breakfast, you go for a walk, you show up an hour, hour and a half before the market's open, and you develop a watch list for that day, and you have a game plan laid out. Where's my stop loss? Where's my profit target? Every single trade, you should have a plan. I see that a lot in the chat with new people that come in, and then they quickly realize, they immediately say, hey, Mr. Wolf, that was a good call out. When do we lock in profits? You should have a plan laid out. You should know when you're going to be taking profits. Always have a plan. It doesn't hurt to lock in profits. And if you lock in profits every single day, it adds up over time. All right, so everything that we talk about, I'm going to write down. And then you guys all know I'm going to share it in the Monday chat with you guys. This is why I have the Monday chat up here. So first stock I'm going to add on the list is OCGN. OCGN, you can see here on the daily, it recently pulled back for 3 straight days, and Friday had a nice green day. I love paying attention to stocks that have big run-up days and then start to pull back. When they start to pull back, especially on the daily time frame, I like to look at it as a rubber band. It's building up that tension as it pulls back. And from that, we could see really good bounce opportunities to the upside. Now, there's many different traders out there who all have this same strategy, but they reword it differently. For me, I call it the rubber band play. Another trader out there like Dekmar, he calls it the mid-candle breakout. There's another trader out there who calls it possibly the 2-bar play. Stuff like that. So, at the end of the day, these are all the same strategies. They are. Because human nature never changes. It's just people come in, they see it, they reword it, they rename it, they repackage it, and they try to resell it to you. That's all they try to do. The bottom line in the market, everybody anywhere is always trying to make a buck. Doesn't matter what they do. Doesn't matter if they're a trader or not. Everybody out here is trying to make $1. That's that's just the way the market is, and that's business 101. So OCGN, over this mental $10, now you guys all know I love paying attention to psychological price areas. Over this $10, we could easily see this stock rip right back up to $12. So there's a $2 upside or more opportunity on OCGN over that $10. So the stock currently right now is at 9. Come Monday, depending on where this is, it could gap up to 10, 11, 12, who knows. I'd want to see it open up and start to gear up and build. OCGN, it's not like a fast-moving stock. You have to have patience with OCGN. This is more of like a swing trading stock. The float on it is at 181 million. So, and just by looking at the past of the way that this likes to move, you can clearly see there's really no big explosive moves on this type of stock. It just likes to gradually pull back, move up, pull back, move up, pull back, move up. It's just the personality of the stock. And that's another thing you have to identify as a trader. Identifying the personality of a stock. What characteristics does it have? Does it like to run up real fast and then pull back real slow? Or does it like to rip up real hard and then drop even harder? Picking up on little details like that. I'm telling you guys, not many people think of that type of stuff. They get freaked out and then they panic and then they blow up their account or they turn into bag holders. OCGN, just keep that in mind, all right? It's more of like a swing trade type stock, a stock where you hold on to it for a few hours or more. All right, next up on the list, BTX. BTX here had just an epic run up, running from $2.50, all the way up to $78. I mean, just insane opportunity out here in the stock market. This is where it doesn't make sense for me. People will watch something like Dogecoin over the course of, what was it, 2 months? It took for it to run from a penny to 50, 60 pennies. When you have something like BTX here, from when? March 25th. So a month and a half it took for this to run up $75. From $2.50 all the way up to $81. The opportunities on these stocks in the market are just insane. So we've had a nice pullback here on BTX from the highs, nonstop. For 4 straight days, we've had 4 red candles here. There's going to be a nice bounce on this bad boy. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. You could see it's been a straight pullback all the way down. And now it's trying to like settle down and level out right here at this $37. Look for it to start to base up off this 37. And if this stock can break up over this 45, this stock could run to 50, 55, 60. I could see it topping out at like $65. So from 35 to 65, that's a $30 up move or more potentially on BTX. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this bad boy. There was a lot of great opportunities on this thing the past few weeks. Same thing with RHE. RHE, this thing, like just what we were talking about. Pullback, rip, pullback, rip. Look at every single time this stock. Green day, push up here. Red day, pull back. Green day, push up. Red day, pull back. Green day, push up. Just resetting that rubber band, snapping up higher and higher and higher. And even just looking at the 1 minute time frame here, you could see the stock likes to set up patterns. Wedge, breakout, levels out here. Huge explosion day right here. And I know you guys remember this because it was at like $10 and it had a $20 move to the upside in 1 day. That's the opportunity the stock market gives you guys. Instead of, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to watch a cryptocurrency 2 months move up 70 pennies when I can have one stock in one day run up $20 to the upside. That's insane opportunity right here. Right now, money is still king. So while money is still king, I'm going to trade and take advantage of it as long as I can. Sure, cryptocurrency may take over one day. I don't think now's the time. I think somebody one day will come out with an even greater idea than the one that's out currently, but that's just my personal thoughts. All right, so RHE, you could just tell from zooming out on this day right here, it's setting up a wedge. Just like this. So nice wedge here at 17, 19, $20 is going to be that resistance. What we got here? Thanks for the donation, PRD. That's what's up. So from 19, 20 bucks, we can get a nice snap right back up to 25, 30 bucks on this thing. I mean, the sky's the limit on RHE. And you all know a lot of people are going to be keeping tabs and eyes on it because it's a nano float stock. I mean, this thing can run. It can run. I mean, just look at this. From 12 running up to $21. From 1750 running all the way up to 28. From 1850 all the way up to 2350. I mean, you pick up 1,000 shares of a stock like this, moves up $3, $4. You just made somebody's salary for a whole month. But you have to work your way up in levels to get to that. That's one thing that we try to teach here at Trading Learning 101. So one thing that I like to say is if you're in a trade and you're freaking out and you're scared, your size is way too big. You have to scale back. When you're in trades, you should be comfortable holding on to that position and letting the play work for you. That's how I did it. I leveled up. You guys can go back on my YouTube channel. I have over 500 videos documenting my whole journey the past 3 years. I've been trading for 6 years. So going back, you used to see I was comfortable trading and losing $1,000, making $1,000, making $1,500, losing $800. You have to emotionally condition yourself for those trades. And as you do that, once you start comfortably pulling in that money and you're holding in that size, you're confidently and comfortably making $2,000. All right, challenge yourself. Try to make $2,500 now. Try to make $3,000. And it's a leveling system. You got to level your way up. I think even in here I have a, let's see, leveling up right here. I wrote a big long thing about leveling up, and I plan on adding to this in the future. So this is an important topic as a trader. Most new traders have no risk management or trade management skills. They start guns blazing, going all in every trade, and have no trading plan. Think of your trading account as your business. Start small and build your way up from there. So what do I mean start small? Only trade with one share, real money, and until you can prove to yourself that you can consistently and profitably trade with one share for 1 month. You can level up, work at your own pace. You can level up to the next level at your own comfort level. 10 shares, 50 shares, 100 shares. Doing this instead of paper trading, you are attaching the emotions to your trading. Paper trading, no matter how much you tell yourself you are going to take it seriously, you just won't, because deep inside your mind, you know it's not real. And I don't care who you are. You could tell yourself that this paper trading account, I'm going to try to be as real with it as I can. Deep down inside, you know it's not real. So you're not going to take it seriously. So we have the ball in our court, guys. There's 0 commissions now. So even by just buying one share, you're still attaching your real money to it. You get what I'm saying? So paper trading can go out the door now because we have free commissions and you could buy one share. Back in the day, nobody would pay $10, $20 to buy one share of something just to practice. Times are changing. They even have fractional shares now at some brokers. So the game is in our favor. We have 0 commissions at most brokers. Back 1-2 years ago, it was $5.99 and up per trade. And I remember this. To buy, it costs $7, $10. To sell, it costs $7 to $10. Now with Robinhood breaking the doors open for everybody and all of these brokers competing, everybody's free now. Almost everybody. I mean, there's still a few brokerages out there that charge. And to be honest, I wouldn't even trade with those guys like Centerpoint, Speed Trader. I mean, they're just taking your money. I've been trading with TD Ameritrade perfectly fine. And you guys see how much money I make on a daily basis. It's all in your head and what people tell you. Prove to yourself that you can comfortably trade winning and losing trades with the correct size you are comfortable with and work your way up in levels. When you are scared in a trade, your size is too big. Scale back. Remember, we want to live to trade another day. Do not let one trade take you out. I hope a lot of this is making sense to you guys and it's starting to click and you're understanding. You really have to sit down and lay out a roadmap to do this. You really do. This is why I don't believe in trading from your phone. You have to be here because there are so many people out there that have more of an edge than you do. So you're only at a disadvantage if you're out at work trading from your phone. Think about the guy who's at home in the comfort of his own home, hooked up to the internet through the Ethernet cord. They don't have a wavy Wi-Fi signal. They have 5, 10 monitors in front of them. They have the fastest internet package. They have the best broker for routing. You're at such a disadvantage. You are. So lay out a blueprint and a map for your trading success. First thing you should do, give your business a name. Give your trading account a name. I named mine Trading Learning 101. This is your business. If your business has a name and you put some respect behind your business, you're going to actually start caring a little bit more versus chasing after stocks like this and blowing up your account. Yeah, I appreciate PRD telling me that. I always forget when I click the mute button on the mic. So LEDS, I like it for the continuation going into next week. $10 or even more. Let's talk about TLRY. TLRY had a nice day Friday, running from 15 up to 17, and then pulling back down to 16 at the end of the day. We could very well see this thing push right back over 17, run up to 1750, 18, 1850. It's been in a downtrend for quite a while, since topping out here at 66 February 10th. Now it's starting to break up. Let's see if it can push through 18 and 20. There is some upside potential on this. This is more of a swing type trade though. And you're going to want to keep an eye on your pot stocks. So like MJ is your marijuana ETF. See how this daily chart looks very similar to TLRY? Look at this daily. See the big run up and then in a downtrend? Now let me pull back up TLRY. Looks very identical, doesn't it? Very identical. It's because they're all in the marijuana sector. And MJ is your marijuana ETF. So you're going to want to pay attention to what Mother is doing, because all the children will follow behind Mother. LEXX. This is a pump and dump stock. Floats 4.5 million. Look at the rips on this thing. Ripping up, ripping down harder. Ripping up, rip down hard. Rip up, rip down even harder. Very, very choppy stock here. Very choppy. But this thing can rip dollars at a time. These are the type of stocks that I like to trade, that I like to focus in on. Because I could take advantage of the opportunities on this. I mean, from $5 to $8, that's $3 to the upside of opportunity. And it did it multiple times throughout the day. Like that. And then even the next day, it looks like crap. But from 550 right back up to 7. Some people will see garbage. I see gold, opportunity. And when you know how to break down charts and look at charts and interpret them, you can really take advantage of this stuff. You really can. And you can predict what could happen. You can. I do it every single day. That's right. Mother is always right. That's why when it comes to the SPY and the S&P 500, I don't really pay attention or care what anybody has to say. But what did we just see recently with this pullback down here? People were all talking correction and we're about to head into correction territory. And what happened? The market came right back and said, screw you. The party's not over with yet. And surged right back up to all-time new highs. So nobody knows what will happen. You don't. Nobody. You just take it a day at a time. Look at the daily. It looked really toppy up here, just over 400. All these red days here. And then it just said, screw you. Boom. Back up to new highs. So LEXX, this is the type of stock I'm just going to keep it on my watch list, see how it plays out. If this thing gets back over 650, I could definitely see people chasing after it. And you never know. It could rip right back up to $8.50, $10. When I see stocks that spike like this and how much they can move from 575 running all the way up to almost $9, you best believe I'm going to keep an eye on something like this, because that's a huge move. And that just goes to show me things can get out of hand quickly if shorts overcrowd this bad boy. Anything's possible in this market. BCRX. A couple days ago, nice run here from 11 up to 1320s. Pulled back, consolidated, rested, formed a nice wedge here on the 10-minute time frame. Now, if we look at this daily chart, we zoom out, look left. Stock's up here near $13.50, $14. The last time it was up near these levels was way back here in 2015. 2015, 2009. So we have a potential multi-year breakout here. If this stock starts breaking up over 14, this thing could easily run up to 16. And then over 16, sky's the limit. I mean, this thing hasn't ran up to 20 since 2006. That's a long time ago, guys. A long time ago. People get excited when stocks are running up to multi-year highs or multi-year levels. So keep an eye on BCRX. Because like I said, it's been since 2015. That's 6 years. It hasn't been up near this level. And then even further way back here. So I like BCRX. It's got a bigger float at 175 million. But it's like a freight train. You guys refer me to how big a float stock is, like a freight train. The bigger that float is, the bigger the freight train is. And the harder it's going to be to slow that freight train down. Oh, I only got the daily here. Look at the weekly. Just condensed down. And then here's a monthly. So you can see the monthly is right up here at these levels. So there's good breakout potential here. Keep BCRX on watch. I'd look for it to get up over $14, $15 and then hold those levels, build up and gear up for that potential $20 push. When I see stocks near $20 and it's only got a few dollars to go till it reaches that, the way I like to think, like we got a stock at $15, everybody gets on like the same page. Like, hey guys, come on, let's get this to 20 bucks. And I've seen it happen many, many times. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. All right, next up, CYH. CYH, this has been a nice runner for days. From 10 running all the way up to $15. Here on the 10-minute, nice consolidation and build up down here. And then nice ramp all the way up. So watch for this to pull back. Hold this level here at 14. Build up off of these levels in the past. So getting in way up here, no. Wait for it and watch for it to pull back down and hold down here. These are plays that I like to keep on my watch list to potentially develop into something better down the road. Opportunity, as I like to call it. And that's what we do as traders, guys. We blow through charts and we keep the ones that could potentially have the best opportunity, whether it be the next day or you could see something developing, but it's not going to take effect until a couple more weeks. Like it's starting to develop and you could see it develop into being a good opportunity a couple weeks down the road. Steve asked the same question I get all the time. Why do I trade with TD Ameritrade versus Schwab? Because Charles Schwab sucks for day trading. They do. Charles Schwab, I trade small cap stocks from $5 to $50. With Charles Schwab, they don't give you margin and buying power for small cap stocks. You have to go to their website and you have to look the stock up to see if it's marginable. A lot of times with these small cap stocks, they'll be like 100% marginable, or they'll be 0% marginable, 25% marginable. And then you have to track your buying power. If you exceed your buying power, they'll, what did you call it? Charles Schwab sucks for day trading. Just trust me on that. I have people debate me and call me out on it. I know what I'm talking about. I've went through it a couple times with them, and I've seen so many members not believe me and then be like, what the heck? Where's my money? They've tied it up for 90 days. I'm like, I tried telling you. Charles Schwab sucks for day trading. They're more of a swing trading, long-term investment portfolio or brokerage. I don't know why I said portfolio. So TD Ameritrade, I can trade and 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 trade nonstop. I don't have to worry about checking how much money I have available to trade. If I'm over that PDT rule, which I am, a stock like BTX, I could back and forth trade 1,000 shares 200 times in a day if I wanted to. With Schwab, you can't do that. And then when it comes to Fidelity, they're a good broker, they do good fills, but their platform's garbage. It's not day trading friendly. When it comes down to day trading, it's all about speed. Speed and having multiple charts, getting in and out of stocks. Fidelity's garbage. I didn't like them. That's just my honest opinion, though. I thought their platform was slick looking and it is fancy looking, but it didn't have the tools I needed, and I thought it was just poorly designed for my liking. I mean, what kind of platform doesn't have VWAP to plot on your charts? I mean, get with the times. And then they have that. They probably had so many customers complain why they don't have VWAP, and they still haven't added it to their platform. That just goes to show you how much they care. Plus, Thinkorswim, the tools that Thinkorswim have, can't even touch it. I mean, they have Bookmap now, I just found out. For 40, 50 bucks a month, you get access to Bookmap. When Bookmap on its own, they're charging $500 or more a month to have it. And if you're signed up with TD, you can have Bookmap and all of its tools for $50 a month. That's a deal. And they got Benzinga and the Benzinga Squawk and the custom stock scanners and all the indicators. So one thing that I've learned throughout my career, have multiple brokers open. So I have Schwab open. I can have access to Street Smart Edge. I love their platform. That's why you guys see me use it. I just love how slick looking it is and how crisp and clean the candlesticks are. I pay attention to the details. Street Smart Edge has all the tools that I need for a charting platform. That's why I use it. I also have a TD account open. I have E-Trade open. I still have a Fidelity account open. TradeStation, I still have an account open there. Centerpoint Securities, I have an account open there. So have multiple different accounts open. So that way, it's shorts. I don't short, but shorts need to have all those brokers open because popularity and a broker having shorts available for small caps changes year to year. This year, Cobra Trading is the hot spot for short trading and short locates. Next year, it may be E-Trade is the popular one. So it just changes year to year. And every charting platform offers something different than the other one. Every platform has its pros and cons. That's what I'm trying to say. So when a lot of people ask what's the best trading platform for day trading, that's a hard question to ask because I don't know what type of trader you are. You know, are you a momentum trader? Are you a reversal trader? Do you trade ETFs? Do you trade indexes? Do you trade futures? You know, there's so many different vehicles for trading. You need to be more specific. What's the best platform for day trading? Well, what do you trade? Oh, yeah, I trade OTC stocks, pink sheet stocks. Well, you know, that stuff like that helps. Because Schwab, you know, every broker is going to have limitations on what you could do with OTC stocks. Some people or some brokerages they charge you for the data to get it. Some charge commissions to trade OTCs. Some have a limit on how much you can buy. Stuff like that. So CYH, guys, I want to keep eyes on this. I'm going to keep eyes on it. I'm going to keep it on my watch list. This could be a good play a few days down the road. Next up, in the past, you know Funko likes to rip dollars at a time. And Friday, Funko had a nice rip from $22 running all the way up to 25 bucks and then topping out at 25.50. Beautiful move here on Funko. So I'm going to keep eyes on Funko the next few days to see how it sets up, how it likes to run. Because if you zoom out, it's right near its all-time highs. And the way that people have all their stock scanners and stock screeners set up, you have to think outside of the box. Most people have their scanners set up for high of day breakout, 52-week highs, all-time highs, multi-year highs, high volume. So I'm going to keep track of what everybody else likes to keep track of. Because the person over the weekend going through their stock screener of stocks near their all-time highs with volume and Funko pops up, that person's going to add it to their watch list for the upcoming week. And that's where we get all of our volume. Next up on the list is EDR. Now, EDR, this is a newer IPO. You could see here on the daily chart, there's only a few candles on it. It's only been open for 7 days. And it's at its all-time highs. So Friday, this pushed right up near its all-time high. Up here at $32. I'm just going to keep an eye on this to see how it plays out. I like how it surged here from 30 up to $32.50. That's a nice $2.50 surge right there. So the stock's telling me it likes to rip. I'm going to take note of that. And then even looking back, look at this day. From 30, look what it did. Ripped up to 31. Consolidated, formed a nice tight wedge here. Right there. And from 31, ripped all the way up to 32.50. The same exact length it pushed up Friday. Let's fast forward, and then it crumbled and fell all apart, giving back everything and more. But then let's fast forward here to the next day. From here, just below $30, stock again ran all the way up to $32.50. So you see how I'm putting together the characteristics and the personality of this stock? 2 days straight here, this stock ripped up $2.50. And if I look into the future of what it did, what we just broke down was this day and this day. Now let's zoom in on this day. Would you look at that? From $30, it ripped all the way up to $32.50. It's done it 3 times in the past. That's how you put things together. And you see how much a stock can rip. Because the past is telling me it does that. These stocks, you have to think of them as people. They all have personalities. So EDR, I'm going to keep it on watch, guys. BGFV. Look at how many days this stock ran up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight green days here. I'm going to count that one too. But this stock has just been pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Things could get out of hand for this, and it could have a euphoria push to the upside. I don't need the internet. Let me show the chart. So here's a euphoria chart. And this is just human nature at its finest. You've seen it with Bitcoin. You've seen it with the financial markets. All the stock market crashes, tulip mania. You're about to witness it with Dogecoin. It happened to GameStop. When stocks start moving up like that, they get that euphoria big push and it max out the euphoria where it's at its all-time peak and it gets that huge run up. And then from there, it just crumbles and falls apart. Just like this is a better example. You know, study this stuff, guys, because it happens over and over and over and over again. Because human nature never changes. We know this, right? Takeoff, first sell-off, the media attention, enthusiasm, greed, delusion. And then I call it, the top here is euphoria. So on that chart I just showed you here with the 10-minute, it pushing up like that, we're just about near the euphoria big run up. So it'll get one big huge run up, parabolic move. And then from there, it'll be game over. See, notice how this stock ran up, topped out way up there. Let me make this bigger. Ran up, topped out, and when it had that sell-off, one little bounce right there, and then game over big time. Remember that. Remember that right here, okay? Let me try to pull up a couple charts and show you. Did it happen on BTX? Not yet. This next bounce on BTX is going to bounce up to like the 60, like we said, and it's going to set up just like that other one. And then that's when all the shorts, the smart shorts, are going to attack it. LADS. It did a double top up here. Right there. It might get one more bounce, but that will be the bounce, and then that will be game over, dead for it. Here's a good example. RHE. Here's that big move to the upside. Right here. The fall back. There's the bounce. The bounce I just showed you guys on that other chart. Now it's going to lead to a big, big downfall. GameStop. GME. I don't think I'll see it here on the... Yep, right here. So here's the big run up. The big sell-off right there. Remember that? And then it bounced up right here. And now it's just been slowly decaying off. And it's going to go all the way back down. It's just a matter of time. But you could see the same characteristics of all of these big supernova charts. They're all the same to this chart right here. Doing this. The big run up, the bounce, and then just complete fall off. All because human nature never changes, guys. See, even here on ABIO. See this epic run from $5 running all the way up to $20. It pulled back, had that bounce, and then long decay. Same, looks very, very similar to this right here, doesn't it? Now are you guys starting to understand when I say human nature never changes? Because we see it happen with these stocks over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Let me try to see another example. I know I have one. Big run up, pull back, there's the bounce, dead. But I hope that made a lot of sense for you guys and it really connected. This is how you can predict what could happen, because it just happens over and over and over and over again. It's pretty scary how accurate it is. And even when you look up, who's that great trader? Jesse Livermore. When Jesse Livermore shorted the stock market crash, this was his chart. This was Jesse Livermore's chart. And if you know, Jesse Livermore traded in the early 1900s, guys. So even 100 years later, the patterns are still the same. Look at it. This is Jesse Livermore's chart. The big run up, the pullback, the bounce, game over. Looks very, very similar, doesn't it? This is why I'm a big believer in preaching human nature never changes, because the chart patterns have been the same for hundreds of years. Even when you go way back, look at Tulip Mania. If you're not familiar with Tulip Mania, a pretty fascinating story. This is where it all began. In 1635, look at the prices of tulips, how much they shot up, and then how fast they crashed. So in a span from 1636 to 1637, 1 year, they went from, it says $2.50. It ran all the way up to $37.50. And it crashed all the way back down below where it took off from. It's fascinating stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't have any suggestions on AMC. I'm sorry. I preached for what was it, guys? I've preached for weeks and months. GameStop, AMC, they'll all go back down to where they started. Always have a plan every trade. James Charles Schwab owns TD Ameritrade. Yup. The merger's still going on. They're going to merge for another year. So, still got time. And they've already came out and said they're going to use both platforms going into the future. And they're going to both operate as their own brokerage. They're not going to change anything. It's just Schwab owns TD Ameritrade now. I have no problems with fills on Thinkorswim, and I trade large. Like, I'm buying 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 shares of stocks, and I get filled perfectly fine. I'll buy 5,000 share lots, and it instantly fills me. It just all depends on what part of the day you trade. Like, the first 5-10 minutes, I always tell everybody, don't even think about trading because it's just too random and just too much is going on. Let it settle down. Yep, I did it again. Wow. I so easily just hit mute on this mic and forget about it. Alright, so man. Yeah, I remember PRPO. That was a big runner. That stock's, it may have one bounce, maybe. That stock's done. Everybody and their mother dumped that stock the following days. I mean, look at how much volume it did here. 333 million in volume. And that was what? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So Monday, May 3rd. Yeah, that happened Monday. So you have to think about the stock here did 333 million in volume. The next day, it had a quick pop. Think of everybody who bought it. They had no reason to sell. None. Now they're all selling, giving more supply back to the market. It's going to drive prices lower because there's way more supply. All the supply is coming right back from everybody. They're returning the supply back, so prices decline. When you keep it as simple as that, all the stock market is, you're measuring an imbalance of the supply and demand. If there's a imbalance there with the supply and demand, that's what we trade. That's why you see super low float stocks like LEDS. The float's only 2.4 million. So the supply total is only 2.4 million shares. And the volume on this day was 160 million shares traded. They've rotated that float. What? Oh my goodness, that's a lot. 160 million in volume on the day. The float's only 2.4 million. They rotated that float 60 times, 70 times. That's insane. That's why prices ran like they did right here. Keep it as simple as possible. That's why you hear a lot of gurus out there. KISS. Keep it stupid simple. There's a lot of people like to overcomplicate things. They do. It's not about what indicators you use. I don't use any indicators. The only indicators I use are just a couple moving averages. That's it. I pay attention to price action, volume. That's it. Because the more indicators you start using, you're going to overlook the big picture. The honest truth. Look at how many indicators there are on Thinkorswim. There's thousands. I remember when I first started trading, it was like I was always on the lookout for that secret indicator that every trader was using to tell them when to buy and sell. There is none. Or the secret trading strategy that all these traders have, and they're just keeping it secret, that they all use to profit. It's not out there. All the answers lie within yourself. This is why here at Trading Learning 101, versus giving out alerts, I'm more focused on teaching you guys to understand yourself and develop trading methods based around yourself. We're focused on building traders here. Not giving out alerts and blowing up accounts. So tomorrow's Money Monday, May 10th. We have a watch list going up right now. There's still a lot of stocks that I haven't talked about and covered yet. Give me a second, guys. I'm taking a little break right here. We've been streaming for an hour straight. I keep going off topic a lot. I've been a part of all those different chat rooms out there. Tim Sykes, I was part of his chat room. Investors Underground. My Investing Club. Clay Trader. I was part of Deckmar's chat room. But for all of you guys here that have been with us watching for the past few minutes or hour, if you guys like what you're hearing, and you gained a lot of education from me so far, think of everything else that I know. So if you guys want to be a part of the Wolf Pack, on my YouTube channel, just click that join button. You're one click away. One click away. You can join the Discord chat or the Wolfpack Ultimate Pass. And like I said, we're in here every single day in the Discord. You guys see me try to plug this every day. I want to build a community here for traders by traders. If you want to take this seriously, look no further. Trading Learning 101 here, we're more focused on building traders versus giving out alerts when to buy, when to sell. I want to build traders. That way we have multiple eyes here in the markets. Everybody trades differently. Like I just said, we have Robert. He's our weed guy. So all the weed stocks that pop up, he specializes in marijuana pot stocks. So if pot stocks are gapping up, he can chime in and say, hey, this is why they're all gapping up and moving. The best pot stocks you'd want to probably keep your eyes on is TLRY. Make sure you follow your MJ and keep an eye on APHA, just for an example. We also have Dev deviating. He's our index ETF guy. So he trades the gas reports, the indexes, the inverse ETFs. So if anything ever goes on in the indexes, he'll chime in and say, hey guys, the SPY is at a huge resistance level. So for breakouts, I want to try buying breakouts on stocks because we all know 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. So every trader has their own little area of interest, multiple eyes in the market. It just makes it easier for navigating around. You get a better sense of what's moving, how it's moving, so on. And then also by having a diversification of different traders in a community, you're not just stuck with one guru who just trades small cap stocks. You know, now you got people who trade large caps, OTCs, you have short traders, you know, because we all know market conditions change. Great community here, guys, and we're only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We just crossed over not too long ago 100 members. And this is only the beginning, like I said. Soon we'll be hitting 150, 200, 300. If more and more people are coming and joining up and they're staying, I gotta be doing something right. What else do we have in here? We also have in the Discord here, go to the start here, all the way down here, not referrals, we have frequently asked questions. There's a lot of questions I get asked over and over and over and over again. There's a lot of very useful questions and my answers right here. Let me see here. I did have something else. All right, let's get back to this. So what about Playboy, PLBY? I mean, this stock's just been a beast for days on days on days on days. We got a nice run up here to 63 new highs. Then the stock pulls all the way down to 46. I mean, even for a swing trader, this stock would have been great. But I think things are starting to change and slow down. I think it might be at its end. Because if you get on the 10-minute here and draw a trend line, it crossed down below that trend line. You could see it hit that trend line all these different times. Now it finally broke through it. So watch for Playboy to come right back up and hold that trend line as resistance. Then that will be confirmation that it's in the backside of its move and prices will be going lower. We'll still keep Playboy on watch to see if it ever comes back, because this thing, like I said, it's been a beast. Straight beast. And this thing loves to rip dollars at a time. NKLA. Now this recently had a nice pop-up here. It was trending down for the longest. Had a nice pop-up right here. And then it trended down up even more. But it held a higher low. It's starting to pop up and gear up again. So if this stock could ever break up over this 13, they could really run 14, 15, 16. Again, NKLA, this is more of like a swing trading stock. So I like to keep these on the back burner for days when it's slow. I can turn to my swing type plays, see how they're setting up, hold on to a position for a few hours. You know, it's always good to have those in your back pocket. So NKLA, I like this. I do. I think there's some good upside for this one. High expectations. The link to the Discord server, it should be down in the video description. So if you, right below my video, if you just go down into the description, it should be right there. It'll say Discord link here. Or if you just click on my channel and then go to the About section, you'll see all my links right there. It's like every single time when I get on Google now, I always have to re-sign back in and all that stupid stuff. It just takes time. So here, we got this video right here. Right here in the description. Well, it's one of the first links right there. Discord link here. Click on that link and it'll redirect you right to my server. Right there. Or like I said, you can go to the About section, scroll down a bit, and I have all kinds of links right here. Not going to exit that just in case I bring it up again. Surprisingly, there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to operate Discord. Like, they've never been a part of it. I'll tell you guys, when you first join the server, the area you're going to want to start is right here. Right under server stats, there's a start here. If you click on that, it'll drop down a sub list of channels. Start at the welcome. Scroll up. React to the Me 6 spot. To verify. Scroll down. You got a couple welcome videos here. Then you got the membership. Just go through and read all of this stuff, guys. Learn and understand how this server operates and all of the tools that you have to your disposal. I mean, there are so many tools that you could use to your advantage in this server, it's unreal. All the educational rooms that I have, charts of the day, epic charts, more charts, playbook plays, pump and dumps, audiobooks, PDF books, candlestick patterns, chart patterns, ETFs, Fibonacci, trading psychology. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Trading lingo. You need to know what we're talking about. There's like code words or abbreviations that traders use. Like when somebody says PDT, like what's PDT? Pattern day trader. PM, POS, position in the stock can also mean it's junk. PR, press release, news. So going through, get familiar with trading lingo. Tape reading level 2. I mean, there's some cool stuff in here, guys. You guys see me boost and talk about this server every day when I can. I just really, really, really want to build a community for dedicated traders. I'm tired of people coming in here just wanting alerts or just expecting me to give them everything that I know, like I'm supposed to cater to them because they're entitled to it. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't entitled to nothing. You're entitled to losing, is what you're entitled to. I want people to come up, show up in here every day, put in that work, get on that grind. Because we all know actions speak louder than words. Get out here. If you show up every day, participate in the chat, and actually show up and show that you want to learn this and you're trying, then I don't mind taking a little part of my day, my time, to help you out. We got a lot of amazing people in here, and watching them over the course of time develop and get better and grow as traders. I've seen people come in here, complete noobs, don't know what they're doing or what they're talking about, but they've shown up, participated every day, and I see it all the time. I get messages from them all the time, a month, 2 months later. Wow, dude, the content and the education that I've learned in this past month blows away any chat room I was ever a part of. Thank you for all the hard work and everything you've put in here. I give you guys all the tools you guys need. I do. You just have to put that work in. Have to put that work in. You guys can do it. I'm telling you. It's just how badly do you want this? You have to work your ass off. I'm telling you, you have to obsess over this. And I do this with you guys. We're streaming. I do this because I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. All right, so let's run through here what's been on my weekly watch. See if they're still worth keeping an eye on. I gotta do a poll or something. You guys know I like to do polls. I'll do it Monday. It's already almost going on 10. VXRT, this was that scammy stock. No. VXRT could be gearing up for something. I think it's definitely worth keeping on the list. If it can hold up above 7, I'd really want it to see it hold that level. 7,675. If it starts to drop down below that, it's game over. Let's see, VIAC. I mean, this thing just doesn't want to bounce, does it? We've had VIAC on our list since this big drop off, and every single Sunday stock talk, we've been coming back to this one. And to be honest, it's getting pretty tiring, ain't it? So we're going to continue to keep it on watch. I mean, you never know. You just never know. Some stocks take more time. When this does start going, though, guys, it's going to be a beautiful return. Just keep tabs on it. SKLZ. Kind of the same setup as CVM. I think it's worth keeping on the list for sure. I'd want to see it get back up and above 20 and work up from there. I'll just keep this on my list to see how it plays out. If it starts dropping down below 15 and fading off, I'll get rid of it. TYHT. Now this was we jumped on Wednesday. No, Tuesday, I believe it was. This is a weird one, guys. The float on it's only 2.5 million. Look at the daily. It just shot up from 350 to 20 bucks. I'm going to keep eyes on this because this is the type of stock you could easily see this stock one day. If you take it off your list a week, 2 weeks from now, you'll see it hitting the scans and it's up at $100, like non-stop halts up. And you're going to be like, whoa, wow, I remember this stock too. So TYHT, it's a low flow. It's hanging around near its highs. I want to keep tabs on it. Something's going on with it for sure. I like how it's just almost like it's rounding out right here, like gearing up to break that high to run up to 20. I mean, sky's the limit for this thing, guys. I'm going to keep eyes on it. Actually, I'm going to put an alert on this right now. This is where you could make a home run trade. Most definitely. Buying 500 shares, 1,000 shares in a stock like this runs up $30, $40. I mean, come on. So I'm going to put 1725 is my alert. So during the day, if ever this alert goes off, I could pull it up, get refamiliar with it. 725, I can see 1850 is its high. Just be careful with this one, guys. Okay, I'm going to keep MVIS on my list too. MVIS, it's like Playboy. It's a beast. I've seen this thing done and out. And this thing have ultimate comebacks. I mean, look at that 10-minute. Some people may see junk. I see opportunity every day. Because the stock has range of $1, $2 every day. A lot of support here at 14. So from 14 up to 15, almost $17. So there's a nice $2, $3 range to the upside on this. You guys are part of the chat. You already know. We cover MVIS every day and talk about it. um, TIRX. I'm taking this off my list. I'm done with it. TIRX, stay far away from this stock. It's a scammy company. BUZI, I recently seen, I think Nate have this on his list. I think, yeah, VUZI, it's still in play. It's in a sharp downtrend right now, and until that downtrend breaks, just by simply there's a few things you could do. You could slap on some trend lines here, connecting all of the lower highs on it. So, connecting all of these. What else can we do? Hmm. Yeah, it needs to find a bottom and it needs to break out from that downtrend. I'm trying to look back. A lot of support at 10, but I don't think we'd want to see it drop $9, $10. This is a tough one. I would just put it on the watch list and keep tabs on it. Play the range on it. You can even slap on a trend line connecting all the lower lows on this bad boy. It's a sloppy one, but you could see it's in a clear down channel. So either obey the channel and play it as it's bouncing off the channel, or wait for it to break out of that channel. Definitely. Do I still check active shelf and secondary offerings? Every day pre-market, I do that and I let other members know. But when it goes far as people telling me and asking me to pull up a stock, I don't do it because it just gets overwhelming. When you have like 20, 30 people all saying, hey, can you check PRPO, VRXT, VUZI? I'm like, brah, get your own subscription. Dang. I got like 20 of you guys all throwing 10 stocks at me a piece. Take me forever to pull all that up. So what I do, I put out a watch list for everybody in my chat every day, and we do a pre-market prep. So during the pre-market prep, I go through and do my own due diligence, and I share my findings with the members so they know all the stocks that I have on my list. I went through with a fine tooth comb and I verified everything myself. So they know it's safe if I have it on my list or if we've covered it in the pre-market prep. And I'll mention, hey guys, I looked this up on Flash SEC. They do have 20 million at the market. So just be cautious. That's what I'll do. But every single day I'm always checking to see if companies that I'm trading that day, I'm always checking the SEC filings. You have to. You have to know what you're trading. You have to, because the last thing I want to do is load up and buy 10,000, 20,000 shares of a stock. And if you guys are members in my chat, you guys know I'm a big size trader. I'm not trying to hold a bag of 20,000 shares and a company come out with a $20 million offering and the stock gap down 40%. That would just kill me. So TKAT, this one fell off the wagon. It really did. For a few weeks, TKAT, and you guys all know this thing loved to rip up $4, $5, $8 even. I mean, look at here for an example. From $27, this thing ripped all the way up to $32.50. That's a nice $5.50 rip to the upside. So for a while, TKAT, this thing was a producer and gave so many opportunities. So many. I can't even begin to tell you guys how much money TKAT has paid me out. And this is what it's all about. We're paying attention and following the stocks that produce day in and day out. That's where the smart money is. So TKAT, it's starting to fall off. We may see a couple more opportunities on it. I mean, you can, on the daily chart, connect this. It may bounce back up to 34. But until this stock, if it can break back over $35, $40, it's going to be going lower. I'll still keep it on my list though. PLTR. Looks like PLTR is crumbling. It's done for. Safe to take PLTR off the list. BTX, we're keeping an eye on. Alright, we got all of those stocks. Oh, I'm at an NKLA. Forgot to add that one. This is the work it takes, guys. We've been doing this. We've been streaming now for almost 2 hours. And here I am up on a Sunday, 10 p.m., still making my watch list. This is the work you got to put in. Putting in this work leads to those big paydays. This is where you get paid for your time. Alright, so I'm going to delete all those stocks that was on the Monday, Tuesday. Now the last one we got here is the weekly watch list. Now let's try to blow through this as fast as possible. ISNS. Big old wedge on this bad boy. It started to crack through and fall. I'm going to take it off my list, but I will put an alert on it and move along. If it can get back above 825. And now that I've set an alert on it, moving along, I'll delete it off my list. And if that alert gets triggered, then I'll come back to it. But until then, I'm moving on. SKYT, the newer IPO, it's very, look at that resistance at 22. So if even with this, volume's real dried up on it, new alert for SKYT, trade price increases to $22. I'll create a price alert at the high, and from there, I'll move on. I'm taking it off my list. CRY. This thing just keeps pushing. I could see the stock having another good day. Very, very light volume, though. UTME, I could take it off. PLTR. Workhorse, WKHS. I could take this off my list too. It's crumbling. Fubo. Take this off the list too. CELC. Too light a volume. MUDS. Yeah, we can keep MUDS on the list. PLUG. This thing's been in a straight downtrend. Dang, look at that, guys. Straight up. Look at that daily. Straight down. So, PLUG, this thing was at $76. It's at 23 bucks. This could be a good swing trade down the road, guys. The return on this thing could be really good. You're looking at like a $25 bounce to the upside. Most definitely. PLUG. I'm adding that to my list. OCUL. This thing's been like shimmy pullback. I'm going to keep this on my list. May develop into something down the road. DISCK along with the DISCA. I'm going to keep that on my list with that VIAC. Now look at this here on GTBP at daily. Wow. I'd look for it to pull back down to like 13. Not the type of stock I would trade though. DXRT. Remove it. CLOV. Yeah, I'm going to keep CLOV on my list. All right, that's all those stocks on my weekly watch list. So now I can go through and check your guys's. Just give me a moment, okay? Let me catch my breath. If you guys have any stocks you want me to cover, feel free to comment it. I'll quickly glance at it. And then if you guys comment any stocks that I already covered and is on my list, don't get offended. Just if it's on my list, it's on my list for a reason. So you're on the right track. Give me a second, guys. We got Money Monday coming up. Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. James, what moving averages are you using? Just the basic moving averages that you find on everybody else's charts. Nothing special. 50, 200 day, and a 13 EMA. The only place I pay attention to moving averages is like the daily chart. Yep, you were right, Jim Danny. BUZI, it needs to find a bottom. You watching FLGC IPO this week? What's FLGC? I'm not sure. I usually don't know about IPOs till the day they drop. Yep. We've been seeing a few IPOs run up and have really good days. You're right, NASCAR all out. Yeah, even a couple of years ago, IPOs were in play big time. It seemed like every week a new IPO was coming out and they would go bonkers. We called it the year of the IPO. I think that was 2019 was the year of the IPOs. We had IPOs like JMIA, Uber, Lyft, uh China, Starbucks one, TIGR. Uh there were so many IPOs in play, it was unreal. Even in my playbook, my own personal playbook, I had IPOs. I had a playbook play for IPOs. Right here. My first playbook play. New IPOs. And then there's all the characteristics I would look for in IPOs. Go ahead, feel free to screenshot it, save it if you want, I don't care. I think I have like, yeah, I have like 33 different plays in my playbook. And if you guys ain't members here, this Tuesday is part 7 of the masterclass. We're nearing the completion of the masterclass. I only have like a few more videos that I'm gonna be doing, so there's already 6 out right now. In this next masterclass, I'm gonna be revealing and giving you guys my playbook. All the plays that I've added to this over the years and how you can develop and create your own playbook. That's what it's all about. HMBL, Curvy, GG, 1sec. Man, James, that's a lot of stocks to cover and go over, dude. Alright, if any of these stocks are under $1, I'm probably going to skip right over it. Because it's not even worth my time. Yep. Garbage. I'm not even going to pay attention to HMBL. It looks bullish, but I don't care for it. That's just me though. I don't like stocks under $1, $2. They're more risky. Donkey Kong looks like it's about to be having a huge fall. It's already falling now, so it's in a free fall. See, now that COVID, people are getting back to their normal lives, the vaccine's coming out, all of these casinos are now offering casinos on your phone and apps. Everybody's going back to normal. Donkey Kong or DraftKings, I always called it Donkey Kong. But DraftKings, it had a good run when the pandemic happened. Maybe we'll see a few good bounces on DraftKings. It's definitely worth throwing on the list. I'll add it to mine. DraftKings is a weird mover, too. A lot of shakeouts. AHT. I could see AHT ripping up to 4, 5. That's a good one. Thing that worries me on it is that 10-minute, though. I don't like to see grind ups like that from 2 up to 3. It's squeezing, though. 3 is going to be a real tough area for it. EYES is in a free fall. MGI. Few of these were pandemic stocks. That's a good run on MGI. MoneyGram. 650 up to 875. Up over 9. This thing could run up to 1050, 11. A lot of 4 and 4s. A lot of 4 and 4s. A lot of insiders acquiring. This person acquired 18,769 shares. Probably as a bonus. He didn't pay anything for it. Wow. Imagine getting a bonus. Company gives you, let's just round it out, 19,000 shares. The stock's at $8. Wow. That's a pretty hefty bonus, wouldn't you say? So 19,000 times 8, that's 152,000. So that guy just got a bonus of $152,000 in stock. Let's look at another one. Looks like, yeah, they're all the same. This person acquired 18,769 shares. Look at it. He's got a total of 226,000 shares of this company. So 226,000 times 8. If he was to walk out the door right now and lock it in and retire, he'd have $1.8 million he could cash out in his stocks. That's crazy. I wonder how long He's been accumulating it. Like every year he's just been letting it build up and build up and build up. That's wild. That's how all those CEOs, guys, they get those yachts. Because every year they're the CEO. They accumulate shares of the company. They're there for 20, 25 years. Every year getting 18,000 shares just into their portfolio for free. That's their bonus. And then they can cash out. Or let's say a stock like BTX just has an insane day, and we've seen it. These CEOs, they run to the bank to cash this thing out because it was just at $3 and now it's at $70 and they have 500,000 shares. They just hit the lottery. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, there was a bunch of recent insider buying on that MGI. That's why prices shot up like that. That's a trading strategy or style within itself. If you notice a company has a lot of insider buying going on, I mean, follow the money. MGI, I look for it to pull back, hold 750 as support going into next week. And then from there, build up off that. And it'll run right back up to 825. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll add MGI to my list. James, you commented all these stocks, man. Why are you not in our room, dude? Someone out here like this giving good chart setups like that. We need people in our room like that. Because when we all work together as a team and a group, man, dude, sky's the limit. We have 5, 10, 20 people in there that know what they're doing and calling out stocks like this. I mean, we can go through so many market cycles and we have different traders in there. We'll have opportunities every day. CCJ, this one was another good one. Look at it push up, pull back, gear up, and explode up to new highs. These are more swing trades, though. So I could tell that you're real good at swinging stocks for a few days. That's what's up, man. DS Drive Shack? Never even heard of it. This thing just had a fall off. I'd skip that one. AUPH. Recent big sell off from 1250 down to 10. See how it's just holding at that psychological level? $10. If this thing ever breaks 1075, 11, it could run up and fill this gap. Look at the void to fill right there. That's why I use volume at price. DLNE. I think I had this one on my list. Nice ramping action. You got a nice little squeeze forming there on the daily chart with the 200 and 300. TRD, Trading Learning 101's 5 Ps. Persistent practice prevents poor performance. I like it. Persistent practice prevents poor performance. Yeah, that's a good one, man. I like it. ALF looks like a new IPO. I don't think it'll do anything though. Thanks for subscribing, Nubo. We got another one, Joseph. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the crew in the Wolf Pack. All right, so let me break this down for you guys real quick because you're asking. Goody too cool. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Good decision. Make sure you guys turn those alerts on as well because I'm always going live. Dropping and spitting that knowledge. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Narish. I ain't even gonna try saying your last name, but thanks for joining. All right, so for you guys that are asking, if you guys want to join up with the Wolf Pack, right here on my YouTube channel, I'll completely break this down for you guys. So if you go to my YouTube channel in the home section, you see there's a join button right here. You click that join button, you get a little intro video here. I need to update this because I've added a lot of perks. So there's two options for you guys right here. You got either the Discord chat room only, or you got the Wolfpack Ultimate Pass. The Discord chat only, for $20 a month, you unlock the Discord chat. You also unlock the everyday chat. Everybody and myself is participating in this chat every day. This is where we meet up every day throughout market hours. We're calling out stocks, bullshitting with each other, calling out setups. I'm always in here sharing charts, what I'm trading, what I'm looking at, staying in touch with you guys, answering questions, participating. We're all in here having a good time. See, there's a few people in here sharing charts, breaking them down. This is where, if you show up every day, like if you have a night job and you're available during the day, your butt should be in here every day, getting that screen time under your belt, participating with the chat, because you are going to learn something every single day. You will. I'm always dropping knowledge and my experience in this chat. I'm also giving my opinions, what I'm looking at, what I'm trading, showing you guys my P&L. I don't go off on social media and post my P&L because I know it attracts all the wrong people. The only people who matter to me are members. So I'm going to share with these guys what I'm trading, what I'm making, what I'm losing. This is my community. I'm going to be the active person in here. I'm Mr. Wolf. So for $20 a month to be a part of a community, you can't really beat it. I mean, there's gurus out here charging $300, $200 to be a part of their chat room. I mean, that's just bend me over and give it to me, like no fucks given. That's ridiculous. So $20 a month isn't nothing. And the only reason I have it at $20 is because I want dedicated people. I don't want a bunch of freeloaders piling in here, spamming the chat, and then it just be overcrowded with noobs. And believe me, I get messages a lot from people arguing, why do I charge to be a part of a chat? It's like, bro, look at, I'm not about to be here and cater to everything that you need for absolutely free. You're not entitled to anything. I've worked my butt off for 6 years to get to where I'm at. You think I'm just going to open up doors and let you blow the party out? No. If you want to be here, prove it to me. So $20 unlocks the Discord chat. If you want to start there, try it out, test the water, see how it is, if you like it or not, you have that option. Then with the Ultimate Pass, this is the biggest bang for your buck. And I'm not just saying that. With the Ultimate Pass, you unlock everything that the Discord chat gets. You're a part of the everyday chat with us. And you're also going to get the day trading masterclass. And like I said, every month I put out a new class. This Tuesday, we're going to be doing part 7 of the masterclass. So you get the masterclass. You also get member-only videos. Bigger time frames tell the story. Trader checklist study notes. But moving average squeezes. Stock market psychology course. So these are videos that I make for members only. You get PowerPoint slides from all of the classes. You also get homework from every single class. So with this masterclass as well, it's also tying together all 500 of my videos on YouTube, because I know it's a mess on YouTube. My videos are just everywhere. So with the class, it takes it step by step where you should start, and I'm guiding you through the long, windy roads, what you should focus on to be good at this game. I'm showing you guys everything that I know, how I learned as well. You get study notes, all of my study notes from when I was learning, I kept them all. So I started sharing all of my personal study notes from the past. And then also as a bonus, and I've just started doing this a month ago, and a lot of people love it and enjoy it. Every single day, 30 minutes before the market opens, I go live. We jump in the pre-market prep. I do a rundown of all the stocks that are on my watch list, tell you guys the game plan, what I'm thinking, the current market conditions. I cover, go over, we get prepped up, pumped up, motivated, and ready. And then 10 minutes before the market opens, we all meet up in the chat. So Monday, we'd all meet back up in Monday before the market opens. And we go from there. And then every Friday, we trade live together. Trading live stream on Fridays. I stopped doing it on YouTube. Last Friday, we did it because I haven't done it in a while. So Fridays, every Friday, us members, I jump in there. You guys watch me trade live, see how I'm trading the market, asking questions, answering them. And we usually do that for about 2-3 hours on Friday. So if you're interested, that's what you get. I see a lot of people, they start with the Discord chat room, and then they quickly upgrade to the Ultimate Pass. So do as you please. If you want to be a part of a good community, look no further. I mean, we're all out here every day on that grind. And then if you also, real quickly, I did update one video. It's absolutely free to join the Discord. You could join it for free. You'll have access to the Trader's Lounge here. So up here at the top in the welcome, there's a welcome video right here. So all of you new guys and gals, right under the start here, welcome. Watch this welcome video. And then throughout this whole channel here, all these different channels, don't get overwhelmed by all these different channels. I just try to be organized and try to categorize all the subjects. All right, I'll post these watch lists. Let me bring this over. Go to my weekly list. Let me add all these stocks if I haven't already. So OCGN, BTX, RHE, LEDS, TLRY, MBIS, TKAT, LEXX, BCRX, CYH, FNKO, EDR, BGFV, NKLA, PLUG, OCUL, CLOV, DKNG, and MGI. So those are all the stocks on my weekly watch list. I'm going to go ahead and take a snapshot of this. I'm going to post it in the Monday chat for all the members. And then real quickly, before we go, I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Just give me a second. All right. So I'm about to take the cover off my camera here because I'm going to show you guys. Don't mind my hair. My hair's a mess. I don't know if the background will be messy. Let me see. Let me open up this webcam. Alright, there's me. My hair is getting super long. I gotta cut it. So I recently just got a package right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Got a package in the mail from Cupcake in chat. So so Cupcake lives in London, the UK. And we were recently talking about videos on YouTube of people in countries trying other countries' snacks. So we thought it'd be a good idea. She sent me a care package, all kinds of sweets and snacks from the UK and London. And I'd get on, open the package, and try all these sweets and snacks and have fun and just try it out. Thanks, Cupcake, for sending this. Package is received. I will not do the video now, but we will hear. I'm going to try to do it this week sometime. I already did open it because I got nosy. Sweets from England, yep. So, and I'm going to try to do this on my phone. Or I'll get a camera so you guys can see the background. So when I hold this stuff up, like this one right here, it's like UFOs. Fun UFOs. And they're like little disc candies. You guys really can't see that because of the green screen, but she packed it filled with all kinds of stuff. Like this one I thought was pretty cool. It's Smarties buttons. And it looks like it's the candy Smarties with chocolate. Kind of like the M&M fudge things that we have here. But I've never seen anything quite like this. So I'll have to try this out. And I'll try it when we do the stream. I'm just giving you guys a preview. And then maltzers, like chocolate covered maltzers. It's got, I guess, crispy center. And you know what's weird? How the way that they measure stuff here is by energy. And I keep seeing like nutrition information, energy. And the way they measure it is in kg, kilograms. So the number one is always energy. How much energy is in this? And I guess that's the way they measure I want to say sugar. I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna have to have Cupcake answer that for me. So Revels, another chocolate covered treat. I'm trying to show this so you guys can see. Revels. Oh, chocolate covered. It was raisins, coffee, orange, toffee, and man, some of these I can't even read. They're crazy. She sent me wasabi beans too. Oh, this one's a weird one, guys. This one's a weird one. Can you guys read that? Coconut mushrooms. That's so weird. Coconut mushrooms. Great British sweets. I don't know if I'm gonna like that one. That's kind of out there. Coconut covered mushrooms. Energy is the same as calories. Okay. And then she sent I don't know if these are uh seasick tablets. When you're on a ship, you get seasick and you eat these. I don't know, or if it's a joke. Uh it's called Fisherman's Friend. Fisherman's Friend, extra strong lozenge were first developed in 1865 for fishermen working in the extreme conditions of the Icelandic deep sea fishing grounds. Today, millions enjoy these same invigorating qualities in over 100 countries around the world, also available in a variety of other great flavors. And then it says 45GE. Like, I don't know what it's like right at the bottom there. 45GE. So are these for when people get seasick on ships? I don't know. I thought that was a little odd seeing this in there. And people eat these as sweets? Okay. So these are like halls. The UK. So in the States, we have cough drops. That's what these are. Very strong. Okay. Hmm. These are menthol flavored. And she sent a lot of stuff, guys. A lot. Wasabi peas. I've never tried wasabi. So no, it's hot. I remember when Stevo sniffed it. You can buy them here. I've never seen those in stores, never. We have these here, the Kinder balls. I see these all the time in the checkout at grocery stores. And then I thought this was cool. She sent these candy sticks. I'm trying to pull it up to show you guys. Candy sticks. Uh well, I think they discontinued it. What they used to be were like packs of cigarettes for kids, and they'd have the little red at the end of it, like you were smoking. And I think they discontinued that. They would call Lucky or something. Yes. Yes, you'll see a lot of people put wasabi on sushi. Yup. It's like really spicy. I'm gonna keep this here because I've never had one. So I'll try that. Alright, but this is the last thing I'll show you guys. And then she sent this huge box. And this thing is jam packed, filled, like bubblegum strip. Millions. Yeah, they keep measuring in energy, so it's calories. I guess seeing how much energy in something's real important over there. Not sure what these are. It looks like a peanut in a wrapper. And then that other box she sent, it's like this one, but it's all extreme sour stuff, like sludge sour, like extreme sour, like insane. Well, that's pretty cool. A chewy yogurt. So I'll do a more in-depth video of this. I'll get my phone out so you guys can see it. Like a sherbet thing here. So I'll show it, I'll try it. Oh, and then I joked with this one. This one, it looks like a huge tampon. But I think it's like cotton candy or something. I don't know. But it's called Flumps. I'll open that up now just to show you guys. But I think she went to a store and uh packed these herself. Like they have a huge candy store. So I'll try this one. This is called Flumps. It's in a big wrapper. I think it's cotton candy, like I said. Let's find out. It's like a big marshmallow. Yeah. It's like a big marshmallow. It's like twirled. It's yellow and purple. Hmm. It's exactly what it is, a marshmallow. Hmm. I don't think here in the States we don't have a candy where you just individually buy one marshmallow. It's like a big bag that you get. And then everybody knows the Wonder Ball. I've never even opened one of these before, so I don't even know what to expect what's in here. And then this will be the last one I'll try and open, and we'll do the rest sometimes this week. Sound good? Is there like a toy in here or something? That's what it is. Yeah, I think there's a toy in here. And is there a toy inside of this? Actually pretty good. Messy, but it's good. Hmm. It is a little toy. This will be something I guess I'll put on my desk. Let me snap it together. The little lizard. You guys can't see that. Yeah, you guys can't see that. But it's a tiny little lizard. That's cool. I'll put that right here on my desk. Put it right here. I have a little lizard or gecko staring at me. Say, what? Put it in water and it grows. No way. How does that grow? Plastic. Oh, it turns it green. That's what happens. That's still cool though. It's my first time trying one of those Kinder balls. We'll keep an eye out, guys, for the next video this week. We'll go over all the sweets in there from the UK, and then we'll get Cupcake and make sure she's watching as well. All right, guys. See you guys out there Money Monday. Get a good night's rest, reset, come prepared tomorrow, because we about to get that money. All right, guys. If you're new, if you signed up, make sure you go into the Discord and send me